Morning, guys. This is day number 4 now of this little video series I'm doing. If you haven't watched days 1, 2, and 3, you might want to go back to our channel to watch those before you watch this, so you can kind of go in chronological order and see what took place for me to get here and to go do what I'm about to do. I slept really not that good last night, which is crazy because I was so tired from packing out that deer. A lot of tossing and turning, but I'm up at first light. I figured I would sleep in, but I also figured since I've been waking up at like 5 a.m. every morning, I wouldn't really be able to do that. It's just now starting to get light outside. It sounds like a crazy windstorm, but right here where I'm camped, I'm like in this little pocket. I'm out of the wind. The ridge I have to take down to get down to where the buck meat is, it's gonna be windy. So I'm gonna bundle up. Anyways, grabbing the pack and getting out of here, so let's go. Man, what a beautiful morning. A little cloudy, a little breezy on this right side, so I'm sure once I hit this backbone it's gonna be pretty bad, but check that out. So cool up here. And it feels really, really good to be hiking with basically an empty backpack. But yeah, this is cool. I'm not even out here hunting anymore, and it's still just as enjoyable. Did bring the binos just in case I see some wildlife. But, man, how about that? Great way to start the day. Gotta get to this peak, and then we just cruise this ridge top for quite a while before we drop into the dark canyon. According to Onyx map, we are 2 miles in 45 minutes, so doing good on time on the way down, obviously. But still super breezy on this ridge. I got to get down to these willows down here, so I'm gonna drop straight off of this and then down to that bottom, pick it up, turn right around. Well, one thing is for sure is that the meat will be nice and chilled with this cold breeze down here in this little creek bottom. This is like a natural spring right where it starts, and man, the deer have been in here. The tracks are pounded with deer and some elk tracks too, so that'd be a good little spot for a camera. Here's the meat. Let's see if any scavengers got to it at all. Cape got aired out nice and dry. 2 quarters haven't moved. Doesn't look like anything got to it. The birds haven't even found it yet, so that's good. I was kind of nervous a little bit that coyotes or big old bear would come in and try to scoop some of it up, but it's time to just get it on the pack and get out of here. Alright, just put the head in the cape. Ooh, I'm gonna try something a little different. Usually I have the nose down. I'm gonna try to keep the weight on the top and see how that does, but the cape is dried out nicely, so that worked out perfect, leaving it open like that on that little tree branch. So the 2 quarters are underneath. They're nice and tight on that loading shelf. I got that cinched up already. These 2 straps. Let's see. Go over. I don't like to have the buckles where the pressure is, so you don't necessarily always want to keep the buckles right in the center. So I'm gonna have this one be kind of on the side of his head. These ones are fine just because there's no like crazy amounts of pressure right there. Alright, there we go. Pretty solid. Alright, let's see if we can wiggle our way into this thing. Okay. Oh, I need to work on my flexibility. Oh, the straps are so tight from yesterday too. Alright. Loaded up. Oh, not as bad as yesterday. Not as heavy. I decided not to bone out the rear quarters. Can't imagine those bones weigh too much, but it's got some weight to it, there's no doubt about it. So on we go, guys. Same track as yesterday. It only took me an hour to get here. It's probably going to take me an hour and a half. Well, it's probably going to take me at least 2 hours to get back. That's alright, we got plenty of time. I'm stoked it's overcast today though. keep this meat nice and cold. We'll get it in the Yeti cooler when we get back to camp in a couple hours. Back to camp again with the second load. That feels good. Let's see how long it took on Onyx map. So this trip, 2.58 miles, 1 hour 26 minutes. Only took me like 30 minutes longer to come out. Partially, well, mostly because my backpack just wasn't as heavy. And 2, I think I found a little bit better route for climbing out of that canyon. And 3, I wasn't on Instagram as much and doing vlogs and stuff. So we're back at camp. Here we go with the second load of meat, and it feels good. Here's a scoop. I'm just gonna ditch my pack, clean up camp, and get a nice change of clothes, guys, and we'll hit the road. Guys, let's head home. Got everything hooked up safe and sound. The buck in the back. Made it out of camp safely, guys. We're on the dirt road. It is noon. I'm sure I'll be back home in about 6 to 7 hours. I know I said it before, but this hunt couldn't have been better, man. I'll tell you what, I've always gone off the quote that the harder you work, the sweeter the reward. And when you go on a hunt, you have hardships. You feel like you're working yourself hard, both mentally and physically. You run into problems, trial and error. I swear, the harder and more effort you put into a hunt, the sweeter it is to tag out. And, you know, I could have came on this hunt and not tagged out and been very happy and enjoyed myself. I mean, just being up here alone, I have to remind myself, is a lot better than, you know, being stuck behind a computer at a job or something like that. So I'm pretty lucky to get outside as much as I do, but punching that tag meant a lot to me, so we can donate all the meat to the family. But everything's loaded up. Like I said, I'm happy and I'm headed home. And yeah, man, I don't even know what to say right now, but just want to thank you guys again for watching all the videos. You know, I do appreciate it. So keep you posted on how the ride home goes, and then we'll drop this meat off to get cut up so we can process it. There we go. Whoa. From open dirt roads to busy highways, guys, I'm back in the Salt Lake City Valley. I got about a 15-minute drive home, back to the city life. I was just about right on time. I said I'd get back around 6 or 7, and it's just after 6 right now. Here's a Salt Lake City view for you guys. Out there by the Poker Mountains. To the left, Wasatch Mountains. Home sweet home. I'm home. Whoa, those legs are stiff. Man, everything rode pretty much the way I left it. Come here. Come here. Oh, you're tied up. You been running off? That's my neighbor dog. He's usually my buddy. Always excited to see me. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Again, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the journey, the day-to-day videos. If this is the first video you saw of this series, please go back to our channel, watch. It's a 4-day series, so 1, 2, and 3 if you didn't see the first 3 before this. Once we get this meat on ice, I'm gonna take it to the meat locker tomorrow, and once it's processed, I'm gonna be able to donate it to that family or those families. I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 or 3, but we're definitely donating 100% of the meat. It's always a good time to give back all season long. Anyways, please subscribe to the channel, guys. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the videos. We'll catch you on the next adventure.